The Asian Financial Forum 2014 welcomes Judy Reinke, and you're from the US Commerce Department, but very, very interestingly, interested and involved in the going out of various Chinese companies from the mainland overseas. To begin with, just how large is that group of companies and what do they represent?
Well, investment by China into the United States is growing remarkably fast. In fact, Chinese investment into the United States from a fairly low base of about $10 billion is growing at a rate of 71% per annum. It's the fastest growing source of foreign direct investment into the United States from any country in the world. Still a low base, but we expect this trend will continue.
What do you really do to actually, what you'd call facilitate this move, and facilitate maybe through Hong Kong?
Well, that's right. It could be through Hong Kong or direct. The U.S. government has determined that it was appropriate to have an inbound investment promotion entity. Up until 2011, we left the attraction of inbound investment to the U.S. states, municipalities, and regions, and we really didn't get involved. However, in 2011, President Barack Obama signed into executive order a program we're calling Select USA. So only 2 years now, just over 2 years, we have actively attracted international investment through outbound investment programs, such as my participation here at the Asian Financial Forum, through the promotion of investment opportunities across the United States, providing information, connecting foreign investors to good partners. And what I tend to think of as the most important factor, the Select USA office, which is one of my programs, acts as an ombudsman for a foreign investor. It is their advocate. It is the supporter for an investor who's trying to navigate the United States.
But this is the fascinating thing to me, certainly, Judy, is that the very fact that the United States is really promoting another country, which itself will act as a competitor, perhaps, to American firms. How does it actually work?
Well, we actually have open arms to investors from across the world. We've determined that the participation of foreign investors in our economy is mutually beneficial. It brings in much needed capital, it creates jobs, it helps to stabilize our recovery from the economic crisis. And in general, we want to show that the United States is open for business and that we are welcoming to foreign financial participation in our economy, in our market, and in our communities. And this federal level program helps to underscore that. So whether that investment is from Hong Kong directly, from China, from Indonesia, Japan, or just from north of us in Canada, the UK, all these investors are welcome.
So how big will this program be in, let's say, 5 years' time, would you say?
We're building out the Select USA concept right now. The program basically consists of a headquarters, moderate size, of investment specialists. These are people who know the investment trends and the financial requirements of investors. But it's also a network of our offices in 70 countries around the world. So in 70 countries where we have an embassy and our consulate, we are advising investors. It's a duty that's added to those commercial diplomats that are already overseas, but it is a high priority that's been added to our program.
So this commercial, cooperative kind of approach that you're taking, and it's here at the Asian Financial Forum, it's here where you've been presenting that.
Yes.
Why the Asian Financial Forum in particular?
Well, Asia is such a huge source of growth. Some of the biggest investors into the U.S. economy are already in Asia, whether it's Japan or Australia. We have a great deal of investment, and some of the top 20 investors are already in this region. Fastest growing investors are also in this region. I've already mentioned China, Indonesia, Malaysia, other examples of the fast growth of investment into the United States. We have to be, well, what's the Jerry Maguire line? Follow the money. We have to follow the money.
Judy Reinke, thank you very much.
Thank you, Martin.